Hey guys, happy Saturday. I have my wife with me today. Today is going to be a update on our fertility journey and where we are now and where we're going. I share with you guys how we had to do referrals and appeals in order to go to another fertility clinic. Last week we were made aware that our insurance company, Kaiser, is denying our appeal after they told us that it will be approved because they is trying to force us to continue to be seen by Shady Fertility, who is their contract fertility center. So how do you feel about our this is my wife Tiffany. How do you feel about the decision, the denial? Your aunt, you can give. You don't have to sugarcoat anything.
I just feel like it was bullshit. I mean, they told us to do all these things and we did them just for them to give us another denial, which I feel like that's what they were intending on doing anyway.
Yeah.
So they were just trying to make us, I feel like they were just trying to make us not switch insurance companies.
Yeah, because the whole process started maybe 2 months before open enrollment. They were aware that open enrollment was coming soon. They did ask us about, switching and if that's what we was going to do. And I've always been honest and told them I love Kaiser. We've been a customer for 4 years now? Mm-hmm. For like 4 years. Their doctors are amazing. But fertility is something that's not just important to me, but it's also important to my wife. So if need be, if we cannot go to another provider, I would rather switch insurance companies instead of being forced to continue to deal with Shady Grove Fertility. And they told us, the appeal process is you do the referral, then after the referral, it has to be denied, and then after the denial, you do the appeal, and then the appeal will be approved. And the appeal basically says that they're denying us because we can go to any Shady Grove location and get treatment. So,
which is bullshit. Because why should we be inconvenienced to go somewhere far? Most of the appointments are already early in the morning.
Early. I don't think people are aware of how tedious IVF is. It's not like the stuff you see on Lifetime movies or on TV shows. It's nothing like that. It's
your whole freaking life is on schedule.
Everything is on schedule.
Scheduled to take the pills, scheduled to take the fucking needle, scheduled to go to the doctor early in the morning. Then, really?
Everything. And we've gone to both locations that's close to us. Like, Towson is what, maybe 10 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
The Harbor is what, 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Both of them 10 minutes. The other location, the location where our current doctor is, if it's a Sunday and no traffic, maybe 20 minutes.
Right. How often are the appointments on Sunday?
Rarely. So during the week, it will be during rush hour traffic. Right. So from our house to Columbia with traffic, that 20 minutes is an hour.
Who thinks that it's 30 women in the freaking doctor's office at 7 a.m., 6:30? You walk in there and everybody's lit. They might as well start serving coffee and shit, bagels and stuff.
Well. Everybody has the same appointment time.
The same time. It's like you go to the dealership to get an oil change.
Yeah. So you're not going to be seen at 7.
No.
So I have to be to work at 8:30. My wife schedule fluctuates, but some mornings she had to be to work early. It's just a huge inconvenience. And going to those 2 locations, it made it more convenient because I was never late.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about Shady Grove Fertility?
I don't know. I mean, I don't feel no way about none of these blinkers because it's always some stuff since the beginning. Like, even with the first woman who told us that the only way you will be able to get pregnant was through IVF. Then we go to another clinic and they say, oh no, IUI will work. You know, well, we think your insurance will pay for it, so you might as well try. It's just like, it's all about the money. It's just a money game. And I wish that there were other alternatives, just, and not like those big names. It's like Shady Grove's Comcast or Fertility and shit.
Yeah. That's the perfect comparison, because I swear Comcast robs us every month for cable and internet. Like, it's a car payment. So
it's ridiculous. And they don't care. They just, it's like you're a number.
Yeah. And that's how they make you feel. You know, the moment you walk across the threshold, you are no longer a person. You're no longer a human. At least at Shady Grove Fertility. I can't speak for other clinics. I feel like at the clinic, the first clinic we went to, Merlin Fertility, I didn't feel like that.
Yeah.
We didn't. We felt like a human. They respected us as being a same-sex couple. It was never, if I was there by myself, oh, where's your wife? We was always treated as an equal and as human beings. At Shady Grove,
maybe Shady Grove need to consider like doing like franchise or something where people can buy a location and, you know, actually manage their own franchise, because they're too big. And it's like, since they're so big and they're trying to take on all the patients that they can, the quality of the care just sucks.
It's horrible.
So maybe they would make more money if they did that. Maybe we
They
can like
probably
franchise
would.
our own fertility clinic.
I mean, if they did, I would definitely franchise, because I feel like
it's a lot of money.
it's a lot of money. Like, even, okay, we're going to talk about this, like the money part. Like, we were approved at 100%. And when you think about 100%, you assume that that means everything. It doesn't. And with us, we still had to make sure we had, a few thousand saved. Because you have to pay for sperm. IUI sperm is way more expensive than IVF sperm. You're talking about $1,000 versus $495 or $595. Then you have to pay for different procedures like ICSI and stuff. And now I just found out that they charged us for the ICSI that time. And the state of Maryland has a mandate that states that you cannot treat LGBT couples any differently when it comes to fertility. So it's, with Shady Grove, we always felt like the gay couple. Like, we know we're lesbians. We know we're a same-sex couple. We shouldn't have to walk around feeling like, oh, look at us, you know. And
when it comes to fertility and the cost, it's like, in insurance, they tell you what they'll pay for. It's like, think about it like you buy a new townhouse and the realtor takes you to this one, and that joker got all the stuff in there, and they're like, yeah, this one is what you can get. But then when you get ready to go sign the dotted line, you get the one with the apartment style refrigerator and all that shit. And they're going to try to upcharge you like you buying cell phone accessories and stuff. You need a case, you need a pop socket, you need, you know, all that other extra stuff.
So
that's
now
how they do with ICSI, genetic testing. You want to know if it's a boy or a girl and all this other stuff.
if you
like,
want to know the likelihood, or
What?
if you're going to miscarry, all of
that
that
shit
is
should
part.
be included.
All of it should be
you
included.
know, like, what? I'm getting accessory. I'm getting extra stuff like I'm buying a car and stuff. Let me get the backup camera too while you at it.
It's kind of like going to the dealership and buying a car, and then they telling you, oh, by the way, it don't come with wheels.
Yeah. What?
You know, that's how it is.
What assisted hatching? Why do it need
That
help?
was bullshit.
Yeah,
Why do
like-
it need help? Isn't this the point
Right,
that
that's
we
the
here?
whole- this whole IVF thing is assisted hatching. So what the hell extra is this thing?
Yeah.
What? How much was that? 1,500?
Yeah, that
Like,
was
what?
15. That was
Girl.
15. What about the
It's a
sperm?
scam. That thing.
What about the sperm
I'm
process?
convinced they took and put that sperm, one person's sperm, in about 6 vials.
Yeah.
Because that can be, I watched enough porn in my life to know that it's more than what we got ripped off.
We got ripped off.
Mm-hmm.
The whole sperm process, like I said, I have a past with men. My wife knows this. I know more semen comes out
That
than
little
what
thing
you
came
buy.
in something like this big.
That
Because they're
big.
like, put it in your hand. Like, not even the extender part, but just just like this.
That big.
And it's put it in your hand.
It's like half of it.
Hold it. Keep it warm.
It's like half of it.
Like really?
That's what $1,000 is for.
What?
From the tip to that yellow, that's what the $1,000 for. And then when it comes to finding the right sperm, we feel like they purposely don't allow minorities. Like, you go to a sperm bank, you start off with 15,000. Let's just throw a number out there. 15,000 sperm donors. You take out white. That just wasn't our preference. When we decided to do it, we wanted to find an African American so our child would not feel any different. You know, all of us will blend. So you take out Caucasian. You go from 1,500 to 5,000. Then when you take out Spanish and Asian, now you down to what, 100? And then when you take out the other stuff like them Hawaiians and all of that, it's like...
Yeah, because they try to give you a lot of Cambodians or something.
Cambodians.
Come on now.
I don't even know where that's at. And then you take out that, it's literally like 4 African Americans left. And then you gotta make sure that your CMV numbers and all of that match, and he's a match per what your doctor says.
Like, why do I have to pay for third world sperm and shit?
Yeah.
There's plenty.
I ain't trying to be funny, but I watch too many third world documentaries, and it's no shade to nobody. I'm not comfortable with some third world sperm child might come out with a foot out his neck.
Sorry, I'm sorry. This might be too.
We're real
subscriber people.
We're honest.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about what's next? You scratched yourself, baby.
That's it. That's all I got for now.
That's all she got for now.
Yeah, that's all I got for you.
Yeah. Peace out. Get out my video.
I'm leaving.
For me, as what next? I don't know what's next. I'm not interested in egg donation. That's weird. I don't want no stranger's egg in me. That's like scrambling eggs in somebody else's pot. I'm not with it.
What?
Adoption. That's just how I feel.
Analogy was that.
Like scrambling eggs in somebody else's pot. I don't want. No, I'm not with it. I'm not with it. Adoption, that's costs more than
I'll scramble eggs in anybody's pot as long as I eat.
But what if the pot dirty?
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't know, but that was just funny as hell. I'm not completely comfortable with egg donation. It's not for me. And it says egg donation, but it's not free. So ain't shit donated. You know, it's not free. Everything with fertility has a price. Everything. And the adoption costs more than IVF. And if we're going to spend that type of money, then we might as well spend it on IVF. So our choice right now is to... Not what she just said. But our choices right now is to A, stand up for ourselves and take our insurance company and maybe Shady Grove Fertility to court, because we have a massive paper trail of all of the bullshit and discriminatory and unethical practices. B, go somewhere else and pay out of pocket. If we pay out of pocket for IVF, we're looking at $20,000 each try, unless we have eggs to freeze, which in my case, I've never had a mass quantity of eggs to freeze. And if we do IUI out of pocket somewhere else, it'll be $2,000 plus the price of the sperm, which puts it up to $3,000 plus the price. So we're looking at about $4,500 out of pocket each time for IUI. And our final choice is to stay with Shady Grove.
and allow them to do all of the IUIs that I have. I have 6 IUIs that my insurance will pay for, and hope for the best. And if we stay with Shady Grove, we can either stay at our current doctor's location, or we can go 2 hours outside of our way, out of our way, and go to another clinic simply because our insurance is pacifying their contract company and their treatment of their patients. So as of right now, it continues because we don't have any answers. For me, emotionally, I'm spent, and usually I'm that person who never stands up to herself. It's people that did me wrong, talk about me, all of that, and I will be hurt and I will cry, and then I'll turn right around and be like, oh, okay, it's okay, because they need me, they need my help, let me be there. This time I feel like it's bigger than me, and it's time that I stand up for myself. So I really am leaning towards getting an attorney and seeing what happens, because from the treatment from Shady Grove, the treatment from Kaiser that we have received, all of it was unfortunate and unfair, and nobody deserves it. This is something that no woman asks for, no woman deserves, and to on top of have unprofessional and bad treatment, it's emotionally and mentally a lot. And I think it's time that I not only stand up for myself, I stand up for all the other couples and all the other same-sex couples that's going to be following me. Just because we decided to be who we are does not mean that we shouldn't be allowed to be parents, and it does not mean that we are deserving of unfair treatment. So until next time, I'm gonna see you guys later. If you enjoy my small-haired wife being on camera with me, comment below and tell me some things you would like to see from us. You will be seeing her quite a few, because we have quite a few DIY and home renovation videos coming up. So I hope you guys are having a beautiful weekend where you are, as we are, and I'll talk to you guys next week.